In earlier videos, we've talked about how unidirectional verbs like идти and ехать can express motion that's in progress in one general direction. A few examples. Куда ты идешь? Иду домой. Куда она едет? Она едет в Москву. But we have not used идти and ехать in the past tense yet. Why not? Well, before we answer that, let's review what we've learned so far about motion in the past. We've seen that to express round trips in the past, we'll use multidirectional verbs like ходить and ездить. Мы вчера ходили в музей. В прошлом году мы ездили в Омск. And for the sense of setting off somewhere with no mention of returning, we've used perfective verbs like пойти and поехать. Где мама? Она пошла на работу. А Оля где? Она поехала в Омск. So when do we use the past forms of unidirectionals like идти and ехать? Let's look at a few examples. Мы ехали всю ночь. Это фото я сделал, когда мы ехали в Томск. Когда мы шли домой, позвонил Саша. Well, just as in the present, in the past tense, these verbs express motion in progress in one direction. Since they're imperfective, we can use them to talk about duration, how long an action lasts, and they often describe some kind of background action and can even sound incomplete without more context. But let's take a quick look first at the past forms of идти, which are not predictable. Он шел, она шла, оно шло, они шли. You want to be sure to memorize these. Notice again how ехали and шли can express where you were headed, where you were going, when something else happened. This is really common with unidirectional verbs like идти and ехать. If I said simply, я ехал домой, it's not wrong grammatically, but it does sound incomplete. Kind of like in English, I was on my way home, and what? What happened on the way home? I've left you waiting for me to finish my thought. Now, the rest of the thought doesn't have to be there in the same sentence as long as it's clear from context. Когда вы ее увидели? Когда мы шли домой. And another quick example, this one from a long, involved story that a Russian friend told me once about getting lost. Мы шли, шли, шли. Here, again, she wasn't talking about a round trip or about setting off in some direction, just painting a picture of the motion in progress where the greater context was implicit in the whole story. Summing up, the past of unidirectional verbs like идти and ехать expresses motion in progress in one general direction. It can express duration, and it often describes an action going on in the background when something else happens. Like English, I was going downtown when... Take care with the unpredictable past forms of идти. Он шел, она шла, оно шло, они шли.